Attention please. This upload is only for educational purpose. No intention to infringe copyrights. Learning English with subtitles. GPITRAL. GPITRAL. Definitely a must-see. Follow us.
Hello and welcome to The Sixth Sense. My name's Colin Fry, and I'd like to invite you now to join me as we try to draw the two worlds just a little bit closer together. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see where we go. I don't know. I hope someone can make sense of this. I've got a fella here who's standing with his back to me, looking through his legs. Now, I just feel as though there's got to be a picture of this or a photograph of this. Does this mean anything to somebody? Can you understand this, my love? And would you understand that our fella that's trying to get through to me is an absolute joker?
He could be, yeah.
Who's Bill?
My dad. My dad.
Your dad? Is he the joker?
Yeah.
Thank you, darling. All right, OK. And he's quite a hard taskmaster, isn't he?
Yeah,
because
very.
he's just put the thought through to me, it's your responsibility to get it right.
Bless him.
Right, OK. Well, I'm doing my best, Bill. All right, OK. No, I can't use that word.
That's it.
OK. He's just actually said to me, you tell her, when I was on this side of life, I thought this was all a load of...
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Right, OK. I won't use the word that he's using. But he'd said to you, if there is something, why don't people come back?
That's right, yeah.
So he just said to me, well, I suppose I better come and say, I have come back. And you had quite a heated thing with him as he was leading up towards the end of his life, and they said, you're going to regret this when you get over there, Dad, because you'll find out there is something.
Yeah.
And he said to you, well, if there is,
yeah.
I'll come and tell you. All right. And I've got this feeling from him that you were always telling him off and you were saying, Dad, don't swear so much.
Yeah.
Because every other word that he's put through to me so far, I can't use on television.
Yeah.
All right. My love, he's giving me this feeling that you'd understand that even though he would not complain about it, he was getting this terrible pain here before he passed away. And because it was in such a private part of his body, he didn't like...
Doctors.
No, no. If there's something wrong there, it'll sort itself out.
It's his business, nobody else's.
It's my business, nobody else's, exactly. But in the end, it just got so bad. He cried in front of you and he kept apologising to you for crying. And I just... Oh, OK, my friend, OK. I just get this sense from him about how humiliating it was for him to feel that he was less the man he was as he was getting towards the end of his life. Who was the fella, please, that helped him to shave?
It was one of the nurses in the hospital.
He would not let a female nurse help him shave?
No.
You understand that?
I couldn't do it properly.
Right. So he wants a message got to that fella that helped him shave, just to say thank you. I feel that for quite a long time leading up to his passing, he started talking about his family, his mum, his dad, and things of the past became very, very important to him as he got towards the end of his life. And he started telling you stories about his mum that he'd never mentioned before.
That's right.
Yeah. He was always sure, he was quite sure that your generation were going to be all right. I do get this feeling as though about him being very concerned about the grandchildren, that they were going to do all right in life. He, bless him, he really As much as he loved the grandchildren and everything, he didn't understand the younger generation. But he just needs to know he's so proud of them for what they've achieved since he's passed over. Go on, Bill. More. I'm not eating no foreign muck.
That's it.
She's put this thought. No, can you tell me? Well, did you have this idea to cheer him up that you'd do something a bit different for him, and you put it down in front of him and said, "What's this?"
Yeah. Well, it wasn't. It was a swear word in between there.
Yeah. Bill would quite happily have eaten steak and kidney pudding every day of his life if he could. Bill, I've got to actually say, your dad, Bill, is a lovely bloke. He really is. Uncomplicated. No message of sort of like earth-shattering importance to his family. He just wanted to come through and say hello. And just to let you know, he would never ever admit you were right about anything, but he just wanted to let you know you were right about this, love. We do carry on. I'll leave your dad Bill's love with you, darling. God bless.
I wanted to come on the show today because I wanted to see if my dad would come through. He died 5 years ago, and I think it was time I was ready to see whether he'd come through or not.
I've got a fella here who's standing with his back to me, looking through his legs.
It was strange because I was looking at the photos. I've had a photo of my dad looking through his legs, pulling up some weeds that we had in the house when we first moved in. I was looking at it the other day and I thought to myself, oh, it's just, I showed my mum and she said, oh, I can't remember that being taken. And it was just strange that he actually brought it up. It was just really weird. I felt really strange.
Who's Bill?
My dad.
Bill was like a second dad to me. I knew him really well. I had a laugh and a joke with him and that, and when he came through, I felt emotional. I felt emotional for Debbie as well.
My dad was a very, very private man. Didn't show his emotions, down to earth.
Solid, dependable. Liked to laugh, liked to joke, liked to swear.
And would you understand that our fella that's trying to get through to me is an absolute joker? And he's quite a hard taskmaster, isn't he?
Yeah. Very, very strict dad. Very, very strict. But again, it could also be the joker and make like silly little things that, you know, one minute he'd be really strict with you and the next minute he would be sort of mucking about and laughing and joking with you.
No, I can't use that word. That's it. OK.
He swore every other word. Every other word was a swear word. He was a docker, and that's the way he actually spoke.
He was getting this terrible pain here before he passed away.
He actually died with prostate cancer. So when Colin said he had the pain lower in his stomach, that's where he had the pain.
If there's something wrong there, it'll sort itself out.
It's his business, nobody else's.
It's my business, nobody else's.
He would never go. My mum used to say to him, why don't you keep going? Why don't you go to the doctors? And he'd say, well, I don't want to go. So I'm all right, there's nothing wrong with me. So 6 weeks down the line, he wasn't here.
He would not let a female nurse help him shave.
No.
He wants a message got to that fella just to say thank you.
When he actually passed away, we went to see him and he'd been shaved. He'd asked to be shaved that morning and he'd asked to have wash and his hair wash. And when we went to the hospital, he was just clean shaven. My dad shaved every day. He shaved him, he wouldn't let anybody shave him. And I've got to try and find the nurse now. I don't know how I'm going to find the nurse, but I will try.
I'm not eating no foreign muck.
That's it. Whenever he went away on holiday abroad, he would always have steak and chips or nothing with sauces. He didn't like the muck. He used to call it muck, the F word, muck, basically. I'm not eating that, he used to say. And everything you put in front of him had just to be plain cooking. He was just a plain cooking man. He just didn't like foreign muck.
You tell her, when I was on this side of life, I thought this was all a load of...
And it just goes to prove, Dad, there is someone there.
But he just wanted to let you know you were right about this, love. We do carry on.
It's been an experience. It's been an experience.
I'll do it again.
I'll do it again, yeah. I'll come again, if you let us.